Welcome to my house, our house,
back
here.
I mean, I half own it, so
on the
it's technically
BoCarverShow,
our house.
right here on 620 AM, KEXB, and we are experts in monkey business right here on this hour, on this 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Central Standard Time.
We're here.
In the
Who
North
decided
Texas
to give
area.
us an hour? Who thought that great idea?
People want more. Give me more.
I was really wanting 15 minutes, but they pushed an hour out of it.
I pushed 20 minutes.
Bo?
Yes, sir.
I got to Texas in 1979, and ever since then, I've been traveling to Austin for different things, for educational, continued ed and judicial work and all sorts of stuff. My point being is, since 1979, I-35 have been under construction. You know?
And it still is.
Oh, my. I tell you,
1850, I-35.
I am blessed that I'm so close to home, because if I had to drive in construction and traffic every day,
Awesome.
I mean, I got a whole new level of appreciation for those people that drive that every day.
Oh, it's scary.
How frustrating.
Very.
You gotta love where
Do you have that
I
same
live.
sympathy
It
and
didn't.
empathy when they come to your court and say, Judge, it was a lot of construction?
No, because I-35 is not my area.
We're late because of traffic. Everywhere I go, people say, I know you're late
that's
because of
funny.
traffic. I don't even have to tell them.
Well, welcome back, everybody. We're in
back.
segment 2 of this April 22nd day in North Texas. And right now, in our house, well, not in our house, but welcome
Close
to our
enough.
house.
Falling in our house.
And from my hometown, Beaumont, Texas, where I was born and raised,
My daughter was
is
born.
also the wonderful W.L. Pate. You on the line with us?
Hey, I'm here, Bo. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of such an enlightening program.
Enlightening. Boy.
Morning. How
Well,
are
that's
you?
a new
Are
term
you
for
sure
our
you're
show.
listening to the right station?
Hey, listen, I've learned something from the judge. I've learned about photography. I've learned about mocha coffee.
There you go.
I pay attention. You know, my dad used to say, hang out with smart people and take notes. And if they're beautiful, smart women, as you'll note, Bo, you're way ahead of the game. And then he would follow that up with, and that's the reason that I hang around with your mother. Which tells you how smart my dad, Colonel W.L. Pate, was.
There you go.
And why'd you have to pull out that?
Thank you so
early
much.
morning.
The mother card.
Thank you so much for being on the air with us this morning. Now, one of the reasons that you're on the air, besides being from Beaumont, which is where my hometown is that you're running for re-election there as a city councilman. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
And you've got some early voting starting here pretty soon, don't you?
Well, as a matter of fact, it starts Monday. Mm-hmm. You know, the great thing about Beaumont, in addition to Bo, growing up there, we have Babe Zaharias grew up here, Bubba Smith, Cody Smith, Jerry Levice, Louis Kelcher.
W.L. Pate.
Well, yeah, W.L. Pate. I was just fortunate enough to be one of a unique group of Baptist kids born in a Catholic hospital directly across from a Jewish synagogue.
Oh, my gosh.
No wonder we're so screwed up, right?
Beaumont.
Okay, just a minute. I'm writing that down.
I cannot make that up.
I know.
So,
Isn't that where your ours are from? Aren't they all from Beaumont, too?
Well, Jim Rush and Bill Urquhart are originally from Beaumont, correct?
Oh, yeah, Jim's old friend.
He's going to be on he's going to be calling in on the last segment, too.
Yeah, Jim's
he's definitely
a longtime
an old friend.
Well, he's a character just like me. So we went to school together and graduated together. Now I went to like Jim. We graduated from Beaumont High School, and you graduated from French High School, which is where my brother went. And y'all graduated actually the same time. Y'all went to school together, and you were a Buffalo, and I was a Royal Purple, which is a cooler name.
Be nice on the show, okay?
Royal Purple's a lot cooler name, right?
than a Buffalo.
You know, obviously, Beaumont High School is so well known that they actually have a racetrack named after it in Baytown, or there may not be any connection at all. But
That sounds good.
it is the
I mean,
Royal-
it feels like
it
they
is
just
the
stole
Royal
it.
Purple. You know, obviously they sell, and the old Rileys are going on there right now.
I like it.
And one of my old French high buddies is racing in it, Lloyd Parfait, who also got out the same year we did.
Well, that's awesome. Well, I have
it
a
is.
couple of questions for you. Now,
Shoot.
you used to own the horse, Mr. Ed, right, Wilbur?
Yes, I did. Wilbur. How did you know? You know, I tell you what,
I
one of
grew
the
up in
funniest
Beaumont.
things. Well, you know, one of the funniest things was. My real name is Wilbur Lee Pate Jr.
Right.
Of course, my dad was born in Nacogdoches, where Wilbur Lee is one word, Wilbur Lee.
Right.
But growing up, as Bo is well aware, my nickname was Bubba.
Yes, sir. I was going to bring that
We had a
up.
lot of Bubba. Bubba Smith was from Beaumont. Bubba Buscemi, you know, the
Another great
Olympic and
Bubba.
Bubba the puppet.
Golden Glove. Yeah, Bubba Gump. You know, I mean,
That's right.
You know, we're all sort
I
of
can't
related.
believe anybody from Beaumont was named Bubba.
It was so funny. I had one of my classmates tell me they were looking at one of the annuals back when, and one of her friends from Tennessee said, you know, those Pate twins sure are active in school. And she said, Pate twins? Says, yeah, Wilbur Pate's president of the student body, and
Right.
blah, blah, blah. And Bubba Pate's quarterback the football team and plays track and
Right.
and runs and plays baseball. And she said, wait a minute, let me look at that. And she calls me and said, I don't know if you ever noticed this, but every time they take a picture that looks semi-official, it says Wilbur Pate. Every time you're playing sports, it says Bubba Pate.
Right.
And but the Pate twins, she said, Pate twins. Anyway.
So you grew
So
up with
I
a
feel-
twin, right?
Believe me, my parents are happy there was only one of me. But no, it was so funny because, you know, I still have friends that call me Bubba Pate. You know, Brian Babin, the congressman from Woodville,
Right.
who grew up in Beaumont, we had a little fundraiser for him the other night, and he said, my old friend Bubba Pate said, oh, that's right, you go by WL now, don't you?
Well, that's how I knew you growing up. I mean, your
but-
brother is closer to my age, and we
Yeah,
went to
Robert,
Austin
yeah.
Junior High School together. And then, so I knew you through my brother, and I knew you through your brother.
Yeah,
And
Robert's the handsome one with the great personality.
is that what that is?
Yeah, it's, you know.
Yeah, he's cool.
Hey, we like
Then my
handsome
two
people. Come on.
sisters, Pam and
We
Pat,
love
got
those
all the good
Pates.
looks
Oh,
from
you
my mother.
love
So,
handsome
yeah.
people.
Well, let me ask. I got a question to ask you. Now, you played football and baseball. Now,
Yes.
did you have the success that the basketball team had?
Well, you know,
There was
the
like
French
that-
basketball team.
You graduated
I
the
mean,
same year like Phil Endicott and
Phil
King
Endicott,
King
King Campbell, Jack Gilbert.
It's like
Patrick
a whole week right
Kozlowski,
now.
Richard Carnes.
all those guys.
We had. I tell you how good our basketball team was.
They went deep in the playoffs that year, didn't they?
Oh man, 2 years in a row we
Right.
lost to the state champion.
Correct. And that was
And I
Spring
just
Branch
used to work
Memorial,
out
I
with them.
believe.
Right, Spring Branch Memorial, and the year before Jesse Jones.
Right.
And I just worked out with those guys because those guys in junior high school would score 100 points a game
That's crazy.
routinely in a 32-minute game with no 3-point shots. And the people think I'm making that up. And I said, I can't. That was Bowie Junior High School.
Right.
And when they went to French, actually 6 of the 6 players on that team got scholarships.
Right.
And you go, well, they don't play but 5 at a time. And I said, that ought to tell you just how good they were. And they were.
They were good. Very good.
And they played Division I.
1 minute.
These weren't, small community
Oh,
colleges.
I know.
or
They
something
were
like that.
that was the big A schools right there back in the day. So, well, man, let's get back to your election now. We got just about 45 seconds left here. You, the actual election day is May 6th, correct?
May 6th.
And we're going to say
I'm
go
running-
out and vote. Anybody that lives in and around
30.
go and
Right.
vote for W.L. Pate.
W.L. Payton, vote. Mayor.
Yeah, so he can make all the mom
no,
jokes he wants
city council.
legally.
No, I want him for mayor.
Well,
Come
you
on,
know,
step up.
I'm at large right now, which is the whole city. So if they live in Beaumont, they can vote for me. And this is my 6th term.
Oh, wow.
That I'm with which I'm participating, and I feel very humbled and privileged to represent a great city.
Hey, do you want to come
Okay,
back
we
and
can
join
agree
us
to
for a couple more
disagree.
minutes after the break?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
I'm happy to do
we're
that.
going to take a short break, so stay with us, okay? You're listening to the Bo Carver Show right here on 620 AM KEXB.
Come back
Don't
with us.
go away.
I love you all.